Conor McGregor, who is basically MMA superstar, he saw that, as a whole bunch of other people did once it got community noted, and he wrote this. She was abducted, and of course he's Irish. She was abducted by an evil terrorist organization. What is with you and your government and your paid-for media affiliates constantly downplaying / attempting to repress horrific acts that happen to children? You are a disgrace. The day after a stabbing of children in Ireland, not one paper had it on their front cover. We will not forget. Now, what, of course, Conor is referencing, you might not have seen this if you were trying to get off the machines over the weekend, but an Algerian stabbed several children in Ireland. They're trying to find out a little bit more info on that at the moment, but then average Irish people, not racist people, people who are sick of their country being overrun and their borders not being protected, started getting upset, as one might when children are stabbed or, if it's happening in Israel, burned alive, et cetera, et cetera. We've got a headline here from NBC News. Riots erupt in Dublin after young children are stabbed. Police blamed far-right agitators for starting the violence after a small group of anti-immigrant protesters arrived at the scene of the stabbing attack and clashed with police. So, okay, you guys get it. This is rinse and repeat. How does the media operate? So an immigrant, this guy from Algeria, stabs these children. Then a few people show up to the place where it happened, and of course they're now far right because they're defending the children of their country, and they're the ones who got into the clash with the police. You guys get it. Now I want to read you another tweet. This is from John Kavanaugh. He's an MMA coach. I think he was Conor's coach, right, for many years. He wrote, "So what should happen with this demented scumbag who attacked women and kids today? Few years in jail at our expense to get out and repeat, needs to be deported immediately and never allowed back, or just hang him. There's no fixing him." Conor McGregor retweeted it and he wrote torture and death. So you can see there is something escalating right now. I think people, in light of what happened in Israel, are suddenly looking at their borders, looking at their countries, seeing people call for genocide, having Algerians stab their children. And a whole bunch of people are going, I think we have had enough. Yes, we are tolerant. Yes, we are liberal. Yes, we love diversity and all of those things. But finally, people are questioning woke politics and they are getting over this nonsense. I want to read you another tweet from Conor McGregor because he's been pretty red-pilled for a while, but it seems like it's happening in real time right now. He wrote, U.S. allows non-residents to vote. Visitors can vote. I can fly in now and register a vote in the United States elections? Surely not. However, Ireland's current government is proposing this. A disgrace, a shame. Hang their heads in shame. Hashtag for Aisling. Hashtag for Ireland. He then tweeted out this, Ireland, we are at war. Now another one. I mean, the guy was really on it. And I like when decent people who are not particularly political start getting involved, right? This is how you actually bring culture back. Conor McGregor is loved by literally millions of people across the globe. Even if you're not an MMA person, it's not really my thing, but he is loved and respected by millions of people because of his talent in that ring, right? And then sometimes push comes to shove and you better stand up for things outside of that ring, outside of your area of expertise or anything else. So here's another tweet by him. He's referencing Michael Martin, who's a Minister of Foreign Affairs in Ireland. He wrote, what are we doing / what have we done to ensure this situation doesn't happen again, Michael? Since the heinous and horrific murder of an Irish citizen in broad daylight at the hands of a foreign criminal, there has been zero action response from the three parties in power. Nothing at all has been done yet. What is the holdup? You have answered nothing here. We need a brand new task force founded in Ireland with the sole objective of assessing and monitoring all entrants that come into Ireland. And we need a clean sweep of those already here under false pretenses or that have broke the law here. Our country is at stake and we will tolerate nothing less. Free travel around Europe is not worth it to carry on with this current system. It is a failed system. Announce this and correct it now. Correct this or we are all finished. The straw has broken the camel's back. Your clock is ticking. And let's keep going with Conor McGregor because he was really blowing up the Twitter. He wrote, "Isn't that something?" Oh, so what he's referencing here, the guy that you're going to see, let me read the tweet below first. "Liberal Irish journalist who smears opponents of mass immigration as far right gets sent on his bike by locals after showing up to the site of a stabbing." So the guy that you're seeing there, he's just like this local lefty kind of woke journalist who's been always going after the quote unquote far right. So now Conor was commenting on that. He wrote, "Isn't that something? The absolute picture of weak and feeble. The most divisive of all is the weak man. One of the most horrific crimes this nation has ever seen has occurred. We do not care anymore what you sad cases have got to say. In a war, you are nothing. We are not backing down. We are only warming up. There will be no backing down until real change is implemented for the safety of our nation. We are not losing any more of our women and children to sick and twisted people who should not even be in Ireland in the first place. Call it what you want. We do not care. May God help us all. Ireland for victory." Let's keep going with Conor McGregor on Twitter. "Deplorable. We stand with Irish businesses." And of course, what he's referencing right down below is, as you know, what does the left do? What do the wokesters do? What do the illegal immigrants do and all their Antifa comrades? Whenever anything happens, especially as it relates to race, they figure this is a good time to break into Foot Locker and to other stores and steal a whole bunch of stuff in the name of tolerance and diversity or something like that.